What's going on, guys? We're back. Playing ones, you know, the usual, nothing crazy. It's definitely not the same day, just slightly different timing. We're at 789, plat 3 div 3. So, um, topic. Oh, I guess no pool update, no pool update, no pool update. There's no pool because today is the same day that it's been. Just wearing a different shirt. Anyway, topic today I kind of want to talk about is like time and how time moves and how you can actually kind of affect how time affects you. A lot of people feel like it's just kind of, it is what it is. You can't really change, like, oh, time goes quick, time goes slow. But you can kind of have an effect on it. And I don't think most people, I don't know, it's just some silly little skills. They might work for you, they might not, sort of thing. Um, and I'm sure you guys have felt the, oh, time's going way too slow. I wish time was going quicker right now. Or the opposite, time's going too quick and I wish it was going slower. And like you kind of feel helpless and stuck in your ways of this is just kind of how it is. I just kind of have to let this happen and then it'll speed up or slow down eventually. Like, oh, I couldn't get him. That's just my net. Yeah, he is. I don't know. I'm sure everyone's been on both ends of the slot time slow, time fast. So hopefully this is a bit relatable. There's been plenty of times in my life where there's just like, oh, I want this certain day to come quicker, or I'm dreading this certain day, and it's making it feel like time's moving so much quicker. But a little trick that I picked up for those is if you want time to go fast, like you aren't really enjoying what you're doing, but you need, or you have something and you're like, wow, this sucks. I just have to get through this. I like to have something to look forward to, even if it's like 6 months out. Just have something you're looking forward to, um, and it makes life so much easier and better because then you can go like, all right, yes, this sucks, but in X amount of time, I get to go and do whatever it is. I like to think of like I like to do like trips or like, um, what was the other example? I'm not even looking at the ball. Um, or I put something exciting. Wow, look at me, how creative. Um, sorry, it took me a really long time to find that. I'm ahead in my script. But something really exciting or like a trip of some sort, because that kind of tricks your brain, into being like, all right, this sucks, but in 6 months or whatever, however far out you make this, oh my gosh, I can't recover to save my life. Um, you get to go do this. So don't worry that things are shit right now. Things are gonna get better. Things are gonna be amazing. Um, and it's also kind of like a day-to-day mindset. That's how I like to feel if I want time to kind of like slow down a bit. Take things day by day. Just take the day at face value. There's a great quote by, if you know, you know. But there is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow. It's just today. You just have today. So take today at face value. Do what you can today. Try and be a better person than you were yesterday. That's all you can really do at some point. Um, it could be something small. I mean, hey, you're not always going to be perfect, but if you just take the day at face value, hey, today's going to be a good day. Tomorrow doesn't matter right now. Today is going to be a good day. Um, I feel like time slows down a lot for you, and you can actually, focus on what's happening in your life and like try and make certain things better, or I guess sometimes it makes things worse for you. But I feel like most of the time taking things like that, it just makes things so much more like you can focus. I don't know. Yeah, I kind of ran out of my topic. It's just kind of sad. I don't know if you guys can tell. I didn't really rush these, but I'm not in the best mood today. So for a day where I'm pre-recording a bunch of crap, makes it kind of really suck. Um, I guess I'll talk about what I've done in the past. So what's it called? I didn't hate my job. I kind of started to dislike it more and more the longer I was there. I'm sure as many of you guys know, I left recently because I'm moving. And so a trick that I use, about a year ago was me and my buddy that I'm moving closer to decided to plan a trip. Now this trip was like 6 months out. It wasn't until like January, but you know we were talking about this in like July, June, July ish. So we had like 6 months where we're like, all right, this is gonna be an awesome trip. Now we had like the Airbnb booked. We had the tickets for the game that we were going to book. Things like that. Oh my gosh, I just have to. Damn. But we had everything set up, so like we knew this trip was happening, and so I got to just look forward to this trip coming up and not like really focus on what was happening at work or anything like that. It was just like, all right, I just have to make it till the next day, and guess what? The days just started rolling. It was ridiculous. It was just day after day after day, just gone, gone, gone. All of a sudden, it was like a couple weeks out from this big fun event that we had planned out or whatever, and I don't know. I've done that, and then we were gonna do one this summer, a trip this summer, but instead, I'm moving, so not really a trip this summer. But ugh, I get to be like, oh, bang, you get to move soon. This is gonna be awesome and amazing, you know, except for the whole leaving friends and family part of things. But besides that, you know, it's pretty awesome and great. Um, yeah. Yeah, we lost this game, but that's okay. That's okay. Oh baby, we got a shot for the road. We get a shot for the road. Get a shot for the road going. This is probably one of the quickest videos that I've had on this channel. I guess I didn't forfeit, so I guess it wasn't. I guess I haven't yet. This is still probably one of the shortest. Bang! Look at that! Fire, fire! Toodaloo! Adios! Goodbye.